Hello and welcome to the Blobber checks out another map test, custom map, playtesting map for Palmar Mixed Priorities Mk2. Please use the save game for correct manufacturing. So we load the city from this, pause, slow right down. Ave, Governor. Your egregious failures have exhausted the last shred of my imperial patience. By decree of Caesar, you are hereby exiled to the most desolate, forsaken corner of our vast empire, a place so wretchedly insignificant that even the lowliest barbarian would deem it beneath them to conquer. While those of actual competence work to salvage the wreckage of your previous governance, you shall attempt, likely in vain, to prove you possess even a modicum of worth. Mark my words, Cretin, despite your isolation, calamity will find you yet. Barbarian hordes or rival legions may descend upon your feeble excuse of a city. Should they raise it to ash and put every soul to the sword, I would count it as a blessing from the gods themselves. Perhaps in your destruction, you might at least serve Rome by luring out enemies from the Empire's heart. Your final act, a sacrificial decoy, drawing barbarian tide from our gates. Remove your contemptible presence from my sight, lest I decide that immediate execution would be a greater mercy, not for you, but for the Empire you have so egregiously failed. From Caesar. Hints, tax is crucial and luxury trade cannot be relied upon. Food trade changes quickly. Stock up or let it go. You hear horses galloping in the distance. Alright, what do we need? 95 prosperity, 25 culture. Culture's kind of a meaningless goal. You just spam it at the end. Peace, 90. This is quite high, considering that they mention there are significant attacks. Favor, 99. Much more sensible. Don't make this 100. If you make it 100, it's just tedious for you have to send another little gift when the new year rolls around, where if you make it 99, then the player goes up to 100, the year passes, and they insta-win. So that's nice. A population of just shy of 7,000. What can we produce? Wheat, fruit, olives, and nice wheat at that. We have prefecture. We don't have, we have forum, senate, we have the governor's palaces, we have all the kinds of statue. We don't have plaza. We don't have garden? No, we do have garden. Good. All the kinds of temple. Theatre, amphitheatre, coliseum. So we have all the entertainment. We appear to have all the entertainment, all of the everything. So far nothing limits us from anything, aside from maybe potentially trade for wine. The trade situation is 100% of trade is by sea. Permagnum will buy weapons and meat. Ephesus will buy iron, oil, and wine. Miletus will buy weapons and marble and timber. And Tarentum will buy furniture and marble and olives. So of those, what can we make? We can make furniture and olives. We can make marble. We can make weapons. Well, actually, we should check the workshops, but we should be able to make all those things. We can make oil. We can't make wine. We can make iron. And we can make all of those. Nowhere sells vine pressings, right? Yeah. The sales are wine, clay, pottery, wheat, wheat, and veggies. Sure. What else have we got worth mentioning on the map? So, this screams attack point. So does this. This maybe? This also kind of screams attack point. Conceptually, they could be on the entry and exits, though that would be a little bit rude. This also screams attack point. This maybe, although that also could conceivably be rude. I suppose you could maybe put towers here. This is blocked off by trees, so if this was an attack point, it's pointless. And technically there, but as long as we keep the tree line like that, it's safe. And the same here. We can do marble, iron, timber. But there isn't that many places to actually do the mining. I've looked around this map before. There's a fair bit of mining here. And there's a little bit of mining up here that we can do. That said, we need a way in and out. And as for getting around, we unfortunately basically need straight away a big expensive ship bridge, because otherwise the trade ships can't get around, which is rough. So that is more or less forced. Goodbye 1,000 of our starting money. And I can consult my little... I did a bit of fiddling around with this map. I will consult. Here is the city I prepared earlier, potentially, for some of these things. So my first concern is getting iron and weapons, as well as exports, going. For that, there are multiple dock points here, 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 even potentially there, although you'd have to go around it in a very awkward way. Here, here. We want all our docks as close together as possible and near all the same warehouses as possible, because otherwise you have the ships going to the wrong dock and then they have to run all the way around the map to get to the other warehouse that holds their actual goods. That can all go. So can a fair chunk of that. You know what? I might put the furniture here this time to start with. Well, actually, how far across did I end up using on my little playtest test? Yeah, actually, this should be usable fine. So, 1, 2, 1. Looks good. And then how do we fit the most in here? And we need to set up some slave labor camps. One here. I want to put the houses that are going to be doing work first down. So this one's going to power wood. How do we squeeze in a bunch here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks like all that we can sanely squeeze in. Something like that. It'd be really nice if one of those would merge. We'll see. Give those a couple of seconds to begin the moving in. Turn the speed up to non-zero. Okay, and then we want to do this one. What's all this then? This is a lovely old city builder boss, the level. We're playing a recently sent to me custom map. And then we want to fit as many iron in here as we can. How many? 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ideally, we would like to fit 9, possibly 10, so that we can have some weapons for ourselves, as well as exporting everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you can fit a 9th in there, ooh, well, we could have one down there. 9. Actually, could have a 10th down there. 10. Go nuts. That all looks fine. A low bridge here is okay. Hopefully one of that merges. We probably have dock, dock. Or maybe like dock, dock, dock. Yeah. Now we're going to be going into debt very, very much, very soon. And hoping to dig our way out with reasonable speed. 2 to begin with. That will do. It's a pity that we can't fit warehouses in there comfortably. Okay, we're going to want 1 for iron. We're going to want 1 for weapons. We're going to want 1 for furniture. And then all of them probably yoink marble from over here. This will need labor. See which of that merges. And then slave labor. Now to begin with, where will we put our slave labor? Trim away most of this. Slave labor can start down here. Okay. I think that will do for the moment. Let's go. What's changed? Employees needed, sure. Double check that we lowered our tax. Distant battle. You need to get an army up quick. Okay. We will probably trim that away later, but for now we need every worker as swiftly as possible. So we won't be trimming away the singletons. And I'd rather have too many of these here than not enough, and then they explode, so we do that. We can get rid of you once we've got adequate people. This needs to not explode. And this one we will delete straight away. No. Really? Oh. Let's try and get the house to work there then, maybe. In any case, we don't want that. I'm going to need more slave labor than that, so we should set up a second one, but I want to leave that until the latest moment that I can, really. Until there's not citizenry coming in anyway. We should turn off the industries that we aren't using yet, so off. Off. Please merge. Yes! Okay, we can get by without that one. Warehouse. Marble. Then we can turn marble on. This all needs to not explode. And there's our debt. Oh. Oh, come on. Well, that shouldn't take too long for this to get here. But I'm being punished for keeping some tents. There we go. Second slave labor. For the moment, here. We've already taken the loan, we might as well go whole hog. The sooner we have workers on everything, the sooner we pay everything back. There. Yep, I understand I'm in debt and Caesar is not best pleased. These will need their own not explodey. For the moment, that can be you. Quickly, please. I need enough workers to set up weapons, furniture, and then a military. Okay, we've got enough that we can probably turn on marble now. Also, there are more messages. God's unhappy. Enemies closing. Employees needed. Sure. Where do I want this? For the moment, there? No, because this should be workhouses. There isn't the worst. No, I like that. It looks like I'm going to need a third one of these. And we need to set up the gods, else they're going to start getting pissy already. Well, for the moment, we can turn this little corner into our god ghetto. Repurpose it later. Maybe even get a second to Neptune. Hoping to get Neptune's blessing sometime next year. And it does look like I need a third one of these, but god, debt is already worryingly high. We haven't even started actually exporting anything. What's another $1,000? It's got to be done. We need workers. Oh yes, I forgot to build this because I'm an idiot. Like that. My bad. I guess we're getting rid of you already. There. We can tell these two yoink the marble across, at least. And we have enough to turn on the iron. Go. Okay, then we open the marble trade route. Which is this one. We say we export it. And then as much as I want to do everything else... I think I set up the wood that I can, and then we buy that other trade route. Or no, because I really need the army to start building. Like, critically. Maybe we'll have enough money once you are done exporting these. Yes. Yes, yes we do. This. Mass export the iron. Set up the military. It has to be done. Looks like a good spot. We hit the debt limit. And whenever we get above the debt limit, we start setting up. For the moment, wood. Caesar would like some wheat. Good for him. Five seems good. Let's double check how many we actually want. We would like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that's actually the correct amount. You may also accept wood for the moment. Okay, we've got enough people we can trim away the ugly singletons. So you... And then we need... weapons. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... And ideally one for ourselves, so a 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, he's extremely angry that we are in debt. Which we try and solve by throwing him a gift. And we should set up our wheat get so that we can give him the wheat that he wants. Something like that. Wait for a little bit more debt to go away. Good. Caesar's wheat warehouse. Please, a bit more money. No explodey 1. No explodey 2. Set these to exportable. Set these to exportable. And open that final trade route. Well, until I have stave up the weapons, there's no point doing that one. There is point in doing this one. Because it helps with the marble and that. But, rip, we're out of money again. Tarentum stops selling. So there's no third kind of food now. There is only wheat, fruit. Because although there's all these lovely artistic seagulls, there's no actual fishing. There's no iron to export at the moment because they've all been charging up the weapons workshops. And that one's got a stupidly large amount. Please come over here and stockpile the iron instead of shoving it into weapons. We're going to need to send Caesar potentially a super bribe, so we temporarily max out our personal pay. And then it's time to set up furniture processing. How much do we want? We want 1, 2... Not actually that much. Like 3 is plenty. Put it there. There's Caesar's wheat. Throw that at him. I only need 80 money, and then we can turn our salary off. I also need to make a... military academy. Rip money. Okay, we can turn our salary off so he doesn't get grumpy about that over the turn of the year. These are all storing stupid amounts of iron. It's time to force stockpile that. So that we actually can sell it. And it kind of looks like having the third dock for the wood and this export wouldn't be insane either. We don't have so many weapons yet that it's worth opening that other weapons route. And we've basically stabilized unemployment as well, just by using everything. I want a second one of these, but I want to get out of Giga debt first. Okay, you can go back to using it. Yeah, look at that. Empty, 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 empty. It no longer buys as much. Well, that's, Rip the iron exports down to 2. Do we get out of Giga debt? Come on. Sell those weapons. We get out of Giga debt. Excellent. We can open up this one. Sell those as well. And then we're happy. We would like a second one of you. Now, we said that there's attacks here, so maybe I build my next army over here. You might even be able to do something cheesy where you can manage to block off... No, they're slightly too wide. Block off the attack points, I was thinking. But you can't cheesily block off the attack points. Yeah, I'm back in debt. Okay, Legion comes. You move away. We turn our payback to the most basic of levels. Uh-oh, this isn't going to be enough. Oh, there we go. We bribe Caesar into making the boys in blue go away. Phew. Which recovers our favor even more. Double value out of our bribe. And I need to build a bridge over to here. Because otherwise this cannot start filling in its people. What's going on now? You can get to here, right? Yes. And here can get to here. So that should all be working fine now. And the gods are grumpy. Fine, we build another set of everyone. There, that should shut them up for a while. Get out of debt, please. And what's going on? Why aren't our furniture... These should be full. Oh no, it's happening. Good, furniture is starting to exist here. Excellent. Well then, if that's the case, we will start saying only export over 4 for this, so that we can build up a legion. Expensive though it will be. And is there anything that we aren't currently meeting for export that we could? Olives. And oil. Oil is pretty bloody valuable. We should try and do oil. I could set up a temporary oil industry here. Even though eventually I'm going to want this to be food. Just for some extra money making. We no longer need as much iron now that we... Don't accept. Now that we can't export as much. How much do we need a year now? We need... 1, 2, 3... 4, 5... 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So strictly speaking, I no longer need these two. Wait for them to finish one more send-out carts. And maybe allow them to be stored temporarily here. Then we can kill these. Woo. This no longer is needed. You, over here, over here. Okay. Kind of feels like I kind of want one more of these. Just based on that this isn't slightly full of timber. Not timber. Furniture. Slow down while we deal with this invasion. And we said we don't need those two, the rest of these are good. And we wanted to set up an industry here. How much oil do we need to do? We would like 3 for 4 oil. Or 4, I should say, olives. You can be olives. Do we get a separate one for oil? I guess so. This is going to need labor. Hopefully one of those two merges. We can't tell yet because of the invasion. You need to back away. That's annoying, but okay. Okay. Very good. Go home. Go home. These move in. We start up this. Speed back up. I want my Legion. If we're going to be attacked over here, Legion. And 1 Legion over here, once we have the cash. Okay, not you. This all needs to not explode. But we need more slave laborers to run this new... The slave laborers must expand. Ay. Trim this off a bit. And hopefully we can use this set of slave laborers to get some actual food to make some real people going. Sure, wait for that to actually settle in a bit before we... And we wanted 3 of you... How many making oil out of that, though? It was 3 and 2? 2. Hopefully these two sometimes go up here, otherwise we're going to have some trouble. Back to full speed. The actual Legion starts to fill in. I should turn off the employment for this while it's not doing anything useful. Those could instead be actually starting this. You can turn accepting that back on. work out some of these that don't merge, and they can become this zone's not explodey. Don't die. Don't explode. Caesar would like some iron. Very easy to do. I've got tons spare. There you go. Alright. Then what? Wish we could kind of fit more marble in here, but... what I could do is make some marble here, using the spaces that was freed up there. Alright. And then what do we make our first actual real people? I think I make a real people loop here. Oh yeah, I should have talked about these as well. There's no way to get over to these and trade with them. As far as I could tell, there was no way to build any bridge across to the natives that would actually... like, that leads to rocks. That leads to here, but then it's trapped in by rocks. There is a point here, but you can't get to here. So yeah, these are decorative evil natives, not tradable natives. Now, as for what I actually want over here, which is... this, and then I want to go across to... where? Or is it not that one, it's this one? Let's see, here was 1, 2, something, this. No, so that's where I put the road. And then that comes across to where? Looks like it comes across to about here. Maybe even further? Maybe even further, yes. Then it comes past there. It was 4 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it comes all the way over to here. Check. And then... the farming zone. Wheat, wheat. Wheat. This is eventually going to become even more citizenry up that way. But we don't need that road yet. What we need is to squeeze in every other additional wheat that we can. Which is here. Here. Here and here. We make sure these 2 little side zones don't explode. And then 2 up. No, not even, because it goes here. Space. Let's pretend that's road already. This will merge. And then this comes across to the granary. Now for here, how does that connect to what this housing loop is going to be? That's one that comes down. Have these rocks moved? No. And yet they must have. Well, maybe they didn't. Maybe I'm just reading my old design wrong. So here... 1, 2, 1, 2... And then that comes across. And then where does this T-junction? At T-junctions just after there. Beautiful. Okay. So in theory, this can do all of the food for here. And then we fill this in with housing, and we actually have real people with water and food and everything instead of endless slave labor. I know, it's shocking to hear. Giving our people food. 4. And then a space, and then housing. Housing. That's a market. Housing. Except... to only about there, because this is going to need to be a warehouse that fetches pottery and shit. Which actually gets on the point that we kind of need to start making the pottery and shit. You know what? It wouldn't hurt to make more oil than we need, so that we're ready for going up to Insulay. And that kind of is also saying we need to do the next level of these. Caesar says thank you for the iron. And maybe our answer to that is to shove in some oracles here that will make up for those missing gods. Yes, that merged as predicted. Then what? Water. 1 here. And 1 conveniently fits in here. That can do pretty much everyone. Those who don't merge may die. And then on the bottom side, 2, memory says, UL memory. Our previous design says that will merge, that will merge, gap, gap, merge. We want this all to not explode. Looks good. Yeah, let that fill in. We can turn back on our food. Now that we need this to charge up. Here is an attack. Okay. I don't know that the Centurions are going to get here anywhere near on time. And we have you no longer Yoink Marble because I want you to deliver the weapons to here. That is more than seems reasonable. Oof. You want to actually attack? Please attack. Okay, it's not actually that bad. The others got here in time. 1, 2, 3. Ephesus says even less trading. We would like our second legion over here. Alright. Not you. Not you. And I guess not you. We need to start feeding these food. We would like 1 market, 2 markets. We would like entertainment. We would like a god. Yeah, that seems right. Then what? We would like to not have the gods want to kill me, and we would like to water these people. Check. Oh, I didn't, I needed to herder. Well, actually that kind of means... We'll temporarily build this road, even though it's awkward, just to try and get this to merge. Then we can delete the road after. Okay, there's you. Then the next water fountain goes here. No? How did you get water, friend? Possibly from over there. How did you get water? No, you got water from here. There. They did merge. We can turn off that road again. These exist. How do you get water? From... here? Here. Okay. Food, check. Entertainment, check. No, it needs a library. It needs to learn how to do stuff. Library. Tax office space. Even though we're not taxing yet. Eventually a bath can go here. Yes. Goods, goods. But that says I need to make even more furniture. So we move these to here, so that we can trim that away. To fit another furniture works. Or 2. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we have 2 for export. How many do we actually export? We can export 3. So I need 1 more wood chop, ideally. Which can be fit there. And now that we know this is an attack point, it's kind of tempting to wall. Yeah, you know what? Let that fill up. And that means we're going to have to do some weird things with this. So, to make sure that they never, ever, ever, ever lose their labor, we make that the most important. And then once these 3 are full, we cut off this road again. I need to set, apparently, the olives and oil to exportable, because I didn't do that, because I'm an idiot. Export. Export. This is all starting to densify. We can fill in the spaces here with garden. Make them accept that the world is a pretty place. Same with the bottom edge. No harm in that. And down here. Help them accept the world is a pretty place. We cut off this road so it doesn't cause problems. You. And I think the amount of iron that the people will buy went down again, right? Yes, it's down to 15. So I only need 2 iron for you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could get rid of 1 more of these and have 1 more marble. Yes, and you could happily go yoink marble, as could you. And I guess you no longer accept marble because otherwise it causes us problems. Okay, Glorious Casa. You think the world is ugly and you don't think you have water? There, that fixes that. You now have water. And to make you think the world is pretty, we'll just chuck down an oracle. Cool. Now we need to set up pottery. Ideally, it would be vaguely here, because we need the imports to not have to move too far. So maybe there. Four seems like a pretty good number. Make sure that we mark the clay as importable. Give you a well, give you a garden, see if we can get you to be not a tent. Same with you for the moment. Very good. I guess we can turn everyone into not tents. Actually, you could have real water. Hell, actually. Damn. No, I can get real water there. That works. Then you don't need that. Okay. What next? What next, indeed? Well, we can start trimming away some of the slave labor. Because I'm willing to bet these still have lots of space in them. Yep, several hundred. Do I want a third legion here? Like a legionnaire, or do I want another one of you? And where am I going to put them? We know this is one. We know this is one. We still suspect that here and here could be two. In the ultra rude case, this is one and I'm just boned. I think I put another over here still. So... you. These keep filling in. There's enough that we can kill off all of the singletons, very probably. Yes, easily. And then ideally I'd like to make dense housing loop here. Which unfortunately means I need to move this to ideally over here. And if we're going to dense housing loop there, we also need more food, which is going to have to come from over here. Now, how do we do this? We want the granary as close to down here as we can plausibly, sanely have, so that the granary yeeting distance is minimum. And then we want to fit as many of this as we can, I guess. Well, actually, if I'm going to turn these into fancy houses, I need 2 kinds of food. That's a lot of slums. Look, just because a quarter of our map is taken up with slums doesn't mean we have a lot of slums. We have some slums. Some. And we're working on fixing that. These are filling in, and each one of these is worth like 4 of this. So we should be able to get rid of maybe 2 of these. 1, 2, 3. Can I get a 4th one here? I can. 12. Remembering that these are double, so I would need 8 fruit farms to match that. 1, 2. That's kind of awkward. 3. 4. Yep. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I can get more yet. We can get you. And we can get you. Now this means if this is an attack point, we're going to have to be very quick with moving these to here. But otherwise, this looks like it will do what I want. Come across, come to there, come to there. Where do we put our slave laborer for this? We actually put it here. And we hope that you merge. We make sure that this doesn't explode, that it doesn't explode, and we let people walk behind if they need to. Conceivably, I can try and squeeze one more in here, actually, which I... Actually, if I can, I should, so... Let's change this. So you are now here and there. Yep, 1 extra. Why not? And just because I'd rather have far too many, making sure they don't explode than too few. And then on the other side of this, we'll set up the replacement oil factory. Please merge. Yes! You are going to stay a tent, my friend, so... That. Caesar would like some marble. I do not have enough. Am I going to give him that marble? I'm inclined to say no, that the money is worth more to me than Caesar's love. I can buy Caesar's love more cheaply later, I think. To which end, actually, let's send him a bit of a gift. And work out how we're going to do the oil. We're going to stop selling olives. It's taking up a bit much of the bulk export, but we will still do oil. These may die. We'll let those get empty before we kill those off. And then how are we doing that? We are doing that via... Actually, you should be a fruit farm as well. But probably not you. Warehouse. You are going to become the oil one. And then up. Make sure to not touch these so that the cart pushers know to go on the correct roads at all times. Otherwise, if we put the road on this side, these might try and eject here and then not be able to get to the granary. Did I draw a map? I played the earlier version of this, and then he's changed it based on feedback. So I have done some... I have some prep. I have some prep for this. It's not perfection by any means. You could do considerably better. But I have planned some of these things. Based on the first playthrough. It's not like I sat down for hours with a blank map and... No. Originally, this had a rather higher population requirement, but it had an insanely high population requirement, given the space and food available on the map. And he's also changed the trade. Those iron decreases weren't in it originally, but it was honestly too much iron trade. So we told him, the map maker, that they can probably dial that back, and they have. Now instead of 45 iron a year to sell, you only get 15 after a couple of years. Slowly strangling you, trying to make you go to tax. Okay. Olives. And then how many do we want? We want... olives. We would like at least 1. 2. Ideally, 3? Yes, ideally 3. Where do we shove the third one? Looks like it kind of has to be there. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, that works. Actually, that would work there. No, that looks about right. And then we stop you exploding. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Looks good. Tell you that you accept oil. Done. You can't yoink both. Marble is richer than oil, so do marble. Well, actually you can do both. We'll work it out. You do marble. You are delivering that for our weapons. You are delivering the pottery. And you can be both as well. Okay. Have these finished moving in? Still no. Our unemployment will go away as these move in. And then we need to turn this into food and make our actual population loop. Sounds like a map maker who doesn't play their own maps. They're still getting better at playing their own maps. So they are working their way through the base campaign, and they have more of an idea, but they're sort of still several steps below the, like, in terms of their skill at this game, someone like myself or Baron or something. But they're getting better. And they honestly, for someone that originally didn't play their maps at all, they did an amazing job of, usually, an amazing job of balancing their map. We're waiting for that to empty before we make this. $1,000, $1,500. So actually the gods are going to be getting pissy again. Slowly. We could turn this into amphitheater once we have slightly more people. You'll be happy with your religion later. Yeah, I want to let these empty before I kill them. Otherwise it feels wasteful. What we could do is start saving up the what's going to become the patrician food, which is over here. This is mostly going to be patrician food. Well, no, I should wait until I've got this first, because otherwise I will run out of workers. Turn the fruit farms back off. They aren't needed at the moment. That gives me enough unemployment that I'm happy to start trying to build this. So. You just disappear. What does this end up looking like? You go away. Granary there. Which leads up. Till something like that. Comes across here. There. Something like there. Wait for these to empty and then kill off this road. Well, actually it could die sooner. Yeah, it takes so long that they can die sooner. There's no real downside in disconnecting that now. This becomes 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. This. How does this work? It goes. We want one more granary. There. Like that. Okay. You need temporary labor. And then we make the loop. One, two, road. Zoop. How high up do you go, friend? 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 here. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Zoop. And then down to here. Across. Looks good. Whew. Build this in. Fill this in. Now, do I do it this way or do I do it the picky way? Actually, we'll do it the picky way. Because these are going to become the highest level building, we can be extra picky with them. This is starting to get over full. I will change you to be only furniture. And then you are going to be fruit, and you are going to be wheat. As for where does this enter here? That's actually a good question. Where do you enter here? Well, for one, I definitely want labor there. And there. Here. And then the road is probably here. Let's let that happen. And then do I want one more Legion or one more Jav here? We've got the money. I think we want one more Legion. Legion. Hail, Decoy. Welcome, welcome. Except where do I put that Legion? Looks like I put it here. This has merged the wrong way, which is a bit of a pain. You know what? I will kill you off then. I'll make you go the way I want. Now that that's there, are you empty? Are you empty? And are you empty? Yes. Yes. Caesar's... We've got enough marble for him. Fine, I will allow that. We can also almost send him another baby gift. Wait for that to hit 100, kill this, and then set up this food. Then for here we want market, market, and then where were the other two? Oh. Okay, I've misunderstood where the road goes. I actually put the road here. Well then, we can try merging you again. That actually means I want you to go one over. Cool. So one here, one here. We're going to assume house, 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 market, 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 and then we need one on the other side eventually. How many along is it? It's a heap along, and we'll worry about that later. Okay. Wheat check. In fact, you should be fetching now. Fruit check. Fetching. You need to be purely fruit for the future.
No sign of...
Let this finish. Turn this into wheat. Ooh. Next attack. And no more trading of, or at least less trading of weapons. Hopefully that's enough. If not, hopefully you get there in time. The horse archers are almost winning the ranged combat contest. There we go. Lovely. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How do we deal with water on this side? We say... No. Wrong rock. This one. And then unfortunately this kind of means you need to die. Well, so be it. At least some of you need to die. And I want it to go... where relative to these rocks? Here? Here. Okay. This can now all, in theory, have water. Or at least mostly. Not down here so much. Can we squeeze in some water somewhere here? How did I get water to your other corner? It looks like I did it just from there, but that can't... Oh no, that can get far enough. It's just this hasn't giving off its aura yet. Cool. Now we do this road. You may die. This road is going to be a wiggle, 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 wiggle road to minimize movement time. So walkers will cut corners. When the road is zigzaggy like this, they will move along the diagonal instead of along the straights. And so they, you know, Pythagoras, reduce their walking time, which can be very useful. So it's wiggle, 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 wiggle. This is the labor tent for this zone. Yes. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle. 1, 2. Granary. This kind of granary. And then the rest is just shove in as many extra of these as we can. 1, 2, 3. I put them in a different way in my previous design, but it doesn't really super duper matter. Well, it does matter a little bit. You need to go there. That means I've pushed you slightly wrongly. That you are actually here. Yes. And then up. And then zigzag, 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 zigzag. I'm certain I can get 3 in here. 1, 2... Ah, there, 3. Okay, and then these need to not explode. So, Prefecture, Engineer Post. Trust those to at least walk to here some of the time. You will need your own well. You'll need some garden, because you're otherwise going to think the world is super ugly. Actually, is there any reason for that to... Yeah, it has to touch this, else this doesn't get labor access, so like that. Per Magnum also says we won't buy your weapons anymore. Or at least we're buying fewer weapons, so I could probably afford to trim down some of these. We'll see. Seeing as we're filling up our Legion still, they're getting absorbed anyway, so we can keep production high for the moment. You are only this. You are fetch that. You are only this. Check. You are now pure fruit. Check. Ooh, these think they've lost education. Well, we spam some more libraries over there then. Where will we spam your library? Well, first let's give you some beauty and an extra market. And then we'll give you a library from this side. And there? I wanted to say there. Ah, I did the road slightly differently. Okay, we do the road like that. There. Now these will sometimes come here and they will stop saying that they are hovels and go back up to being that. Okay. More actual people here. Shomp, 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 shomp. Which ones go well without needing work? I wanted to say here. Okay, we'll try those for the moment. Caesar would like some weapons, but now that the other places aren't buying enough weapons, that should be a problem that fixes itself. That kind of means we could trade another one of these for marble. If we're oversupplying this. Especially if we're about to cut this down anyway, because the other places aren't producing or aren't accepting as many weapon sales. So we'll do 2. Yeah, 2 seems good. You've heard there are jobs here. You want to be a Pokemon trainer? Oh no, a lion tamer. Welcome, Dutchie. Leave that as a gap. You, and then the other market. And then 4. And that's supposedly 1, 2, 3. Yes, that checks out. You. You. No, no. But yes. And then that's going to be God, but these 2 are yes. Those 3 are yes. And we get the God. Which God are we up to? We're up to Ceres. Yes. And then we need all of this to not explode, please. So... not explode. Not explode. Where did I end up shoving the engineer and so forth? That's hard to tell at the sec. So for the moment, I guess I'll put it here. We can move it later. And now we start giving you water. Here? Here seems fine. That's being a gap, but then this one is a yes. And now I'm a bit confused because that's supposedly a school, but we'll wait. Let those exist. Where were you getting water, friend? You were getting water from in here, which means I need to wait for these ones to move in. Thank you. Wait, no. Here. And then maybe there. Which means I need to wait for that one. Thank you. Okay. Then, sadly, to get the center to work, we are going to need to spam down some statues and oracles. At the other end, it was... one water, and weirdly enough a house in the middle, which is pretty rare for me. Then yes, yes, that's one square wrong. Because there are 3 houses. Okay, you, and then... house, space, seemingly, house, 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 house. Check. I'm willing to bet that this is where I put these 2. And then that can go away. How do we get you water? We wait for these to move in and then we can put the water in the middle. Are there any other edge houses? One sec, sorry. I don't think there are any other edge houses. No. There's one bit of water is needed in the middle, but that's it. Which is pretty obviously here. Based on the gap. Okay, and then what else do they need? They need entertainment, education. Currently they say the world is ugly. Give them some gardens. Okay. Next. No entertainment. So we give you an amphitheater. We give you a tax office. And we give you a bath. This then needs both of its entertainment walkers. 1 sec, sorry. Cough, 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 cough. Where are they going to live? Where are they going to live? That's a good question. You would think they would live over there. But they actually lived over here in my test run. They lived over here. So I could move these. I don't know. Somewhere less in the way. The thing is, I want at least this to be near this. So for the moment, you can go... Actually, no. You exist, and we'll put it here. There's no downside to putting it there. And that's actually close to here, so that it increases the beauty of this a little bit. So we'll change up my design relative to my test run somewhat. I should also give this wall a front layer of wall. Lovely. Good enough. Too little entertainment, but that should be being dealt with at the moment by this. Minus the gladiators. Can we get either of you to merge, please? And then this side. What did this side do? This side was House, Oracle, School, and then this side's school was here. Yep, the school children get everywhere. Distant battle employees needed. That's fine. And then... You know what? That can become a barber. And then the rest of this is housing, pretty much. And the rest of this is housing. Now, to make this work, in terms of beauty, in the middle we have to do some cheesy extra inside oracles. But that ensures everything in here should be pretty enough to keep them happy. Yeah. And now I want a supply warehouse for this loop. Your job is to have 1, 2, 3. We probably need to start making more pottery now a little bit. But kind of hard to squeeze in. Less hard to squeeze in would be you here, and then you'd actually be closer to this. But no, I still like you there, actually. I can live with that, having to walk from there to there. I kind of want to move these two. I also kind of don't. We could also densify you up to medium. You was convinced after seeing those about to die not to be a lion tamer. Yeah, we'll densify up the other side of the river. So, Bath. A little bit more beauty. A little bit more beauty. Trouble is this now cuts this off, so we need to lose you. Then, your amphitheater. Check. You need a doctor. Here. Okay. Then, everything else looks good. And it should allow these to go up to medium. I suppose what I should start doing is maybe saying don't sell all the furniture, but There's now enough people we can turn on the fruit. Start charging up the fruit warehouses, or the fruit granaries, I should say. And then do I have to do this same thing down here? Probably yes. That should make sure everyone is always pretty. And it keeps the gods happy, because we've just got so many oracles. To peasants. The peasants tell us there's no furniture to buy, but let's table the issue. There's furniture here. There could be more furniture here, I'll admit. But the market ladies are not yet charged up, actually. They should be charged up, because we need more entertainment here. So, we can do that. We give you your library and your theatre. And these might even admit that they can become middle. Caesar says, where's my weapons? And we say, how about you have this lovely bribe instead? I think these are failing to get here because of the... No, they shouldn't be failing to get there because of that internal road. They should be fine. That internal road should not be causing issues at the moment. We do need our gladiator. So, can I move you? And if so, to where? We would like you to go over here. And I can move that here, which would let me put the other thing there. Yes. So, duplicate you. But over here. It's a long way for our troops to run between where they're spawned and where they end up getting trained, but psh, it's good exercise for them. When you grow up, you want to be a lion tamer? It does sound like a cool job. gladiator, so that this now accepts it has gladiators. And we can kill off the next batch of slave laborers. You. And you. Get rid of all of this. Lovely. And we'll leave that one for now, but we're almost finished with the slave labor. Once the gladiator makes his way down here, then these should all level up. Yep, they realize they've got good enough entertainment. Now they want furniture. The ladies will go get the furniture, that's fine. That furniture isn't too extra far away. I'll let them not store any here so that it doesn't become a problem. How about here? Here is now saying they want their entertainment walkers. So, where did I shove them? I shoved one here because it's beautiful and it can go near the housing. And I shoved the other behind it, hopefully being shielded by it. Yes, and then to make sure those don't explode, they can have their own not explodey. Give those a second to realize that they're here. That's enough extra people we can kill off the slave labor here. Beautiful. Set up the patrician farm. And then honestly, we make work and start taxing at a basic rate. This is also good for make work up here. That's make workspace. This is make workspace until it eventually becomes possibly housing. So for the patrician food, what design did I do here? One, two. Granary. And then looks like across 3. Granary. And then up. Like that. Actually, I think I sent them like that. No, I sent them like that. There. Because this square merges and is the natural labor source for this zone. 1, 2. It's sad that we can't put a farm in there. It can only be a warehouse. This warehouse is one of the warehouses for the patricians. We say 1, 2, 3. And then over here, you need to know that you do fruit. You need to know that you do wheat. Fruit. We can shove 3 in. 1, 2, 3. How did I manage that then? Like that. Prefect. Engineer. Yes, wait for this to exist. Oof. So that's going to eat up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 80 people? But we've still got about 100 people we need to get some pretend work for. So here's some pretend work. Good. Unemployment is basically 0. We can start taxing a basic rate, which means we also have to start paying a basic rate. There. These realize that they're able to go up. Mostly. You think you're too ugly. Can we squeeze in some... No, that's not enough. What if we shove a big statue? I could do it there. Does make the wood line a bit precarious. Good. And then what about the rest of those? Beware of the warrior who grows old. Would I rather fight 80 people or 9 people who are 80? 9 people who are 80. Well, wait, is that 81-year-olds? Or one 80-year-old? Because if they're 1-year-olds, I think I can defeat the 1-year-olds more easily than the 80-year-old necessarily. So what did I do for the last of the beauty here? Nothing, we just left them at this level. Once they realize their entertainment is here. Which, why aren't you doing this time if you did last time? The road network should be pretty much the same. Oh, it's just that the amphitheater only 1 out of 4 times comes down here. So now they're going to realize that they should be top level. Yeah, there we go. I'd have to kill you off if I want the extra oracle. Here. But that gets pretty much everyone here up to at least small insulay and medium insulay. Check the tax. Tax is mostly happening. Tax is definitely happening there. We could stand to have another tax agent here, possibly. Maybe I'll get rid of one of these ones that claim they're not behaving properly for a second tax agent. There. These are now mostly okay. They want some more prettiness. Even though they're completely spammed with bloody oracles. Which is a bit... I was told one of them is Hitler? None. We educate him differently and hope for a better outcome based on a proper education. What we can do is get some more influence in here via road. So we chink, and we come down. And then how far? That's actually a good question. We come down to equal with that rock. Which actually needs to go 1 over, sadly. Ching. But that lets us shove some extra oracles in here. So that everyone admits that it's beautiful. Oracle. Prefect. Engineer post. So this engineer, so these don't explode. And then we go this garden. And that might get this corner up pretty enough that these guys all admit that it's beautiful. Pretty much. Yes. You want some more, so we just double your gardens. You want some more. We probably shove a statue here. Is there any reason not to put it one square down? Not that I can tell. Ah, there's the answer. There's a rock in the way. Fine. Not there because it could give the walkers somewhere else they might try and go wrongly. Cool. And now the only one that isn't correct is this one. And these two. I can't easily solve that. I could shove this here. That might do it. Pretty much. Caesar wants some furniture. We have the spare. And we've got to go save Syracuse. Now, medium means we need 1 legion and 1 non-legion. We'll go with snake and rabbit. And send those off. Rabbit and snake. Go. Ooh. Yes, the rock is in the way. It's a Marrock. It's in the way of where I want to build. Almost none of those have merged as I wanted, but at least one has. Give you a well. See if you... Yep, that keeps you upgraded for the moment. You claim you have no religion. Could I fix that? I could move this to here, and then that would fix it. By letting us shove in a small temple over here. Which god wants it? That would be Mercury. There, then this guy will admit that they have god access. And I need slightly more pottery production. How do we achieve slightly more pottery production? I don't want to put them here because it will make this zone uglier. Do. Did Palmar send you Mark 2, Jake? He had me play Mark 1, and now we're playing Mark 2. What are we gonna do? Because I definitely do need more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we also let you accept clay, so that we can distribute to there a bit quicker. It looked a little easy at a glance, although I only looked at it. I didn't play it. Originally this had 2 more thousand population. And with that 2,000 more population, the map is not sensible. You have to build right up to the edges, and there are attacks on the edges, so it's just not ultra sensible. But I think now it's about right. I kind of want 2 more of these, but... maybe just 1 more. Let me try forcing you to admit it's beautiful like this. You are not correct. You are not correct. Oh, God, no. We should flip those around. Come back. Kill you, so you expand that way. Put a house here, and then we kill those, so they expand inwards. We're gonna have to kill off 3 in a sequence. What are you planning, patricians? Patricians are gonna go along here. We're starting to charge up the patrician food. I should also start charging up the patrician extra goods storage over here, though. So, now that you mention that. Good. And it's probably time to stop exporting unless we have 16 saved up, thank you. 4, 8, 12, 16, actually maybe even 20. Okay. Whew. He says thank you for the old furniture. What's going wrong with you? Oil? Okay, so we're having some market issues. We need one more market in here. I'd kind of like it to be here. Or maybe in the space that we're about to create here. Yeah, you know, we'll put it there. There. That should stop this running out of that. Cool. Next what? You like large insulae? Augustus players don't appreciate... Yes, they don't. Yes, everything forced 2x2s. Yum yum num 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 num. You can go away for the moment, so can you. Let the others merge. We kind of need to soak up some more of that labor. So, labor sinks on the fake island over here. That's about half of it. Can do a little bit more. We said that here will do for the moment. And a little bit more. Really don't like having to do this. There we go. All right. Then what? It's probably time to start setting up the... Ooh. You've lost religion? What? Probably time to start setting up the actual patricians. That's amazing. At least some of the time you'd think you'd go around that way. Ah, that tile there is causing problems. I think, because it was fine before we added that tile to get that merger. You can go away. Okay, my bad. We need to go you and you. Okay. Patrician zone. Oh no, your field collapse. 40 hull ducats. Woe is me. Patricians. Here. Up to where? Up to... this, and then 3 more? Well, what we want is we want house, 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 road. So that's how far that goes. And then down this way, how far does that go? Past the rock, you say, based on my plan. Rock, rock. Up. T-junction. T-junction. Now, is that up there, or is that up there? That's actually hard to tell. Which of those is it? I think it's this one so that a farm fits there. And then eventually that's a granary. For the moment, you need a well. Okay. And then how do these patricians squeeze it in? They squeeze in like warehouse. Library, school. Library, school, normal house. That takes up 2, which means that 1 square is kind of wasted, but oh well. And then there's just nothing but these endlessly. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check. And on the other side... same deal. Actually, that's too far. My bad. Okay, and how many does this side have? This side has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will do for the moment. The raised land behind. The raised land behind probably won't be needed. It might be statues if we don't get enough beauty on this side to keep. But I think we get Triumphal Arc here, and it will cover pretty much everything I need, except this little corner, which we have some oracles here. And possibly this top corner, we might need another statue. I don't think this gets touched. Fingers crossed. Yeah, the villas that we get are not the best, but we don't get 3 foods. So we gotta make do. Unless you do the stupid cheesy, that what they suggest, storing food, but there's no way you're gonna store an adequate amount of food in the time period at the start. That's insanity. You and you have to die because you're never gonna have water. The other 2 can wait. These move in, and then we start giving them their services and making a bit more here. A bit more food, that is. So I want a corner house for workers, for labor supply. These are less stable than I would like. What's your deal? This should be okay. Are some of those meant to be non-fruit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, those should all be fine. Is it that you need... No, they've got both kinds of food. So we'll just let the market ladies have some more time. They'll surely fix this eventually. This exists. You're planning on putting the patricians on the raised land. There's just enough space to get enough prosperity, you think? You want to put them up here? That seems challenging. And there's also the raised land over here. This is maybe a bit more reasonable. I look forward to seeing it. South of mine. You can't get up here, though. This isn't walkable. Unless you mean here. They could go up here. But the only raised land you can get on is this. 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 I suppose technically you can get on this raised land, but you can't get on this raised land with anything other than mission posts. Okay. Wait for this to move in, make the extra food here, and then start giving these all their supplies, all their services. Is it that I didn't tell you to fetch? No, you've been told to fetch, and you should be fetching this. This is merged anyway, we can make the extra food. So. Supposedly... Ah yes, I cheesily get water from here. Ka-chunk. Which lets us put a fountain there to keep you happy. Lovely. And then we want... this... fruit... and 2 more fruit. Because we've got 1, 2, 3, and 3 matches up against 6. 1, 2, 3... Oh. How did we squeeze the rest of these in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And eventually you maybe cross that road, but for now that's not necessary. So we cut that specific tile. But the rest goes there. Check. We want you to have an extra one of these. Because at the start, as they're charging up the food, it's nice to have a double storage of wheat, and there's enough space for it anyway. And then we can start giving you all of your stuff. People can move into houses on inaccessible land as long as it's still within 2 tiles of the road. Oh! You want to put roads along here and have people teleport up the hill. Okay. Yeah, that'd be cool. Can you fit all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it looks like you can fit about what you need up here as well. Looks plausible, if unpleasantly zigzaggy road. This is charging up. Okay. The rest of these goods, or more accurately, the rest of these services, sorry. You, no explode. No explode. We need a god. What god are we up to? We are up to Mars. 1. We need the Entertainment Walker. The Entertainment Walker. The Entertainment Walker. Bath. Doctor. Barber, so they never don't have service. A second, no explodey. That can be Market 1, Market 2. Next god, what god are we up to? We are up to Venus. Lovely, and that means I don't actually need that road. Do I? Let's look. 3. 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And then this is access road. So that's all fine. Then, let these exist. Start draining people. At the other end, I need... Boop. One crappy shack, unfortunately. And the crappy shack goes... here. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. That's dealt with now. Oh no, 2 tents. Whatever will I do? Tent. I'm surprised you didn't make it all that way, though. And then at this end, it's... How are we doing it? We're going... 1, 2... 2, 3... Like that. I think. And then you come over this way, and then our hippodrome goes over here. Yes, that looks right. What we need is the other end's no explodies. So... Temple, tax agent, no explodey. See if that will get us enough. Kill off some of our make work. You are a market as well. Good. Now, Oracle, but this first must be... Let's double check. Yes, you are Academy. This needs to not explode. That's going to be an Oracle. So is that. These are going to prevent it from exploding. One day. Kill some more make work. We're getting there. Everyone is fully full. How much make work do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... 300. We can probably set up the hippodrome then. Which I want right down in the bottom corner. But without making us attackable. Something like that. And then we need a Colosseum. Yeah, that looks good. An amphitheater. And a theater. No explodies. Okay, double check. Yes, yes, yes. The only thing that we're missing there is possibly a an actors colony. So that can go there for the sake of argument. Let these start to exist and drain workforce, and then we can kill off our make work. Pretty perfect. So this is pretty much everything except your water. So now we start giving you water. We can water from the high ground, so they have to move far and uphill to get their water. No easy life for our patricians. You. That covers everyone except here, which we do via So it's going to be tax agent, because otherwise I can't trust them to come up this way enough of the time to cover everyone. And there's going to be 3 more. They're a perfectly valid form of make work that ensures the petitions to pay tax. It's going to be statue, and then water. Which gets that last... gets you your water, and now it's only these ones. You go there. Good, and that's everyone except you, which gets your water from where? I don't actually see where you got your water from. My old design. Probably hiding behind there. Okay, let those all level up. And say that we need to import wine now. Rip money. Hello, wine import. And now these all need to be told to go fetch that as well. So fetch. 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 Is there any more make work to kill off? There is a little bit. You need a well, or else ideally even real water, but we can't make real water get to you, so that's as good as you're getting. We still need some more gods. We've got Mercury and Venus, so we can have Ceres and Mars? No, we've got Mars and Venus, sorry. So we can have Ceres and Mercury. We'll live without Neptune. Seems fine. Now they're complaining about ugliness. Ooh, have I screwed you up? 3, 3, 3. No, I've just kind of pushed that. No, that's fine. 3, 3. Three, 3, 3, 3. Good enough. That square is staying like that. And then we give you your other things, which was school and library. Check that the school children reach everywhere. Yes, the school children reach everything we need them to reach. So, for the moment, back in garden, back in garden. And eventually we said the triumphal arcs go here. We're about to finish earning our first one, which you can't tell because our army has come back. No, our army's on the way back. It's waiting to return. This all seems fine. There's maybe a dearth of furniture. So you know what? Maybe even pump that up to like 30. Actually, you know what? We can turn you off for the moment. Once we have spare, we'll think about exporting you again. There's our relief force. They start coming home. It's looking pretty good. Oh, did pay go up? Compared to the first time I played this when this had inflating pay, maybe he's turned off inflating pay since Mark 1. In any case, we need to go back down to 8 if we've got grumpy people for a bit. Oh, no, they love me, so it's just some grumpy tent dweller somewhere who'll get slain repeatedly. Okay. Here. 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 And here. You guys move up, because you're good at beating up horses. Good enough. Now, why are you all having problems? Library, you say? No, library man should be keeping you happy, see? Oh, he decides he doesn't want to make the whole loop. I'll get rid of you, seeing as you think the world is ugly, and have a second library. I'd kind of hoped that that would make you happy as well. It probably will once that library goes left. You need your bathhouse, which... Really? Bath lady here isn't doing her job? Apparently not. Bloody bath lady. What can we do about that? I don't think a bath lady there would get anywhere. What can we do about that? It's kind of a waste of some oil, but we could trade these around a bit. We could also do you. Then you should have no option but to go this way. Yeah, I'll try that first. Okay, how about now, Bath Lady? We need to kill off some more of the make work. But we're getting almost completely out of make work to kill off. Much better. It reaches exactly as far as we need it to. Perfect. We have maybe enough marble stored here. We have maybe, just maybe, enough marble stored here for a while. Marble, temporarily be off. Okay. Unfortunately, that means more make work. Well, I could just say don't accept anymore for a bit. Yeah, that's probably the better option, because otherwise it screws up my unemployment. Okay. You say be even prettier. Do we get our triumphal arc yet? We do. And I have to decide where I want it. And I want it as close to the edge of this as possible. So... Cheng. There. Everyone says, isn't it a beautiful triumphal arc? And we agree. Yes. And you. Okay. Can we make you any prettier easily? Not easily. You could go there. And then here? Can we do anything else to make you prettier? We could chuck you here. Yeah, I've got the marble. I've got the money. So you know what? Sure. There. Lovely. It needs a doctor, which seems extremely unlikely because you've got 2 doctors right here. Thank you. You're saying there's no hospital. I forgot the hospital. Where did the hospital go? The hospital went over here. There. And that's the last of our make work, though. Eaten up. Chul chul. Beautiful. Level up, level up, level up, level up. You would if you had space, so boom. Which then probably means you would if you had space. No, you say that the world is ugly. I'm not sure I buy that from you. I guess until we get the second triumphal arc, we can have a temporary placeholder large statue. Good. What can we... We can turn off that marble then. That fixes my... There. Unemployment. Temporarily. You can expand that way. Please do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on? You say you have no temples. That's kind of bullshit when you've got 2 temples right here. And 2 more here. Let's give you 1 more. What one don't you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. You need Neptune. Prevent them expanding the wrong way. You as well. I need you to be stable. Okay, now you can go that way. Good. You think the world is ugly, which we fix with Oracle, Oracle. Good. Damn it! No, you horrible house. I want that one to expand. Thank you. Ugh. You will admit to being pretty. You will admit to being pretty. No, you admit nothing. You still think the world is ugly. Well, we could shove 1 more Oracle without too much work. Except that it means touching these, which is not acceptable. So we rearrange the road to be like that. So as to not ruin these potentially going to the wrong side. There we go. Now you want even more. Can we fit a big statue up here that would shut you up? Not quite. No, we've kind of reached the limit until we get our second, triumphal arc, then it looks. Can at least shove some medium statues to try and keep you happy. Good. And then you. Good. We need you. You would. You would. Good. 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 Okay. Whew, the extra tax agents. 1, 2, 3. I want these guys absolutely taxed 100% of the time. I've lost my marbles. We've turned off marbles temporarily because we need more workforce, and there's enough to export for a year and a bit, so we're okay with that. Not the best, but we'll live. What we should do is come down and build some more people here. Not a heap more, we need like 2,000 people. Don't get too close to this because this is an invasion point. So I can only really use here. Or else try to squeeze some plebs here, maybe. How many do I need? This has got 60, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So I need about 1,000. How can I fit you in here reasonably? Well, let's go look. What can we do over there? We're only going to go for one type of food housing. One. Actually, I could fit a second one like that, but... Two. Come straight down. Oh. Okay, come to there then. 3. The granary fits nice and neatly in the middle. 1, 2, 3. You need to not explode. Okay, you're going to need some labor. Let's assume that... How are we going to do that? Actually, no. You cannot go there. And in fact, if I could move these up one, the granary could go here, and then that could go across there. Which is cuter. Even if it is slightly awkward for blocking off movement around here. Then this can be entertainment walkers, potentially. You are only this. Okay. Shove in some extra people. See what we can fit. Earthquake. It says, no more iron for you. So just blow up all these preemptively. Another Roman city is threatened. They would like an average force. I am willing to send them the snakes and the stallions. The snakes and the stallions. Send Caesar a tiny bribe. Okay. But now, these need to become iron mines, because we can no longer get iron from the high ground, and we do still need some weapons manufacturing. We only need 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other 2... Well, actually... Nah, I can kill them off. It doesn't really hurt. This is now the only marble, which means you can go back to yoinking marble. Okay. What's your problem? You say you have no library. Come on, library man. Go south. Very good. Have these moved in at all? Yes, they have. We need them to not explode. Which way do I want them to go? I probably want them to go like that way. In case I need to squeeze in even more. And it's slightly worrying that this has not found labor. I might cut that off temporarily. I do have to care about merges here because we're not going up to Ultra Super Giga housing. How will I get you water? From here, it seems, mostly. That's awkward because I can't really reach there very well. Oh, we could... Ah, there we go. That fits. Lovely. Missing out on that. Now this can have water. I forgot about your road so that you could test whether you merge. You have chosen to behave. You have chosen to behave. That's as far as that reaches. Give them some backside gardens. Okay, next. Come on, let me shove that down there. Yeah, that can be the 2 entertainment walker sources. I quite like that. You will need an amphitheater. And a normal theater. You will get your pottery and stuff from over here, probably. So 1 market on that side. 1 market on this side. You will need a god. We're up to... Mars? Hail, Hentai Dad. We could always embrace pacifism. No, we cannot. We absolutely cannot embrace pacifism. Mars. We would like to tax them. Or more accurately, I would like to tax them. They would like a library. $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, $700. That's probably about right. It's kind of tempting to shove you here instead of the entertainment walk. Oh, and the entertainment walk, it won't fit there. Well, that's awkward. We'll see if that still finds labor. I'm thinking it should. We would like at least some sort of doctor. Thank you. Give you your rear. This. Garden. That should do. You will admit that the world is pretty now. Thank you. This is all successful. Kind of looks like I need 1 more pottery. If I shove you there, can I live with 1 more pottery here without them complaining? Yes, and in fact, that's become a villa, amazingly. These need gardens on the other side. there. This is kind of my fault for giving them water too soon. Take it away. I'm a mean person. How are you staying as huts? There we go. You may have your water back. And then merge or die. You think the world is ugly? We could give you one oracle. And you'll be happy as soon as you have food. Okay. I think that's it, other than letting these all fill up. No health. Well, we could add an extra health clinic in here. Help shut that problem up. Surely you go around the whole loop, right? Excellent. Caesar wants some cash. That we can do. He wants more iron than I'm kind of really willing to store. Fine, I'll store more. But it is a bit of a unpleasantness to have to store more than one warehouse worth of something. You think the world is ugly? We could conceivably fix that with one more oracle here. Very good. Now it's only you. If I move the prefixture to say over there, which might also fix you being a wrong kind of building. It might make you ugly enough that you transform back into what I want you to be. Small statue. Still not quite. Can I move one more? Conceivably, I could move you here, put a garden there instead. And then push one more statue here. Yes! Okay. Where was that attack? Here. Can I build a bridge across here for faster access? Absolutely not. Well, walk around the long way. And maybe I build some towers here. They just walk through my legions, but whatever, they're dealt with. These are still filling up. Let's actually think about building those towers there, so... something like that. Temporary labor tent. And if we really needed to, we could squeeze in a little more up here. $100, $200, $300, $405. How much is still to fill in you? Yeah, that's probably about perfect now. Let them eat cake. Can I get you to admit that the world is pretty? I could try statues instead of gardens. Nope, not enough by itself. I don't think there's anything else that's in range there that I can do. That's not enough space. That's too far away. That's too far away. Yeah. I think I just have to live with those three not being Ultra Super Giga Grand Insulate. You temporarily live here. Man those towers. Once they're manned, teleport it back. And will we start giving you goods? We could give you baths. See if they come around here. They might well not. This bath lady might not go where we need them to. Mostly good enough. Send Caesar that. I no longer have to stockpile it. I can turn back on marble. You need a little more beauty. So do you. Really? You're right next to a... You're right next to a bloody oracle. What more do you want? Thank you. Okay. Kill off all that. You move back here. Give this a... Well... Or actually, can we get you a real water? Conceivably, yes. Here could get you real water. For all the good it does. Check our tax rate. We've made money. People are happy. There's enough of all of the goods. There's definitely enough furniture. You being the wrong kind of thing is a bit weird. I would have thought that being right next to the granary you would not have the right stuff. It's because this zone can touch the wine here, and there's not a lot I can do about that. Because this is going to be my import zone, because it's the only place that sensibly has all of these docks. I could try and make things uglier for him, but it doesn't hurt to have a bit more prosperity boost either. Send a gift. Now, is there anything else we need? I don't think so. We just need time to pass, really. So... Time to pass and maybe to give you access to a god? Yeah, we could give you Venus. No, not there. My bad. Sorry, that's not a road. I kind of hoped that she would come this way. Maybe they will. Well, him, the priest, would go that way. Yes, now you say that it's ugly. We can fix that. You still say it's ugly. We can do some more work. There we go. Our soldiers return home. How beat up are they? Not at all. Whoa, 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 what's happened here? Maybe our population went so high we lost some global... seems unlikely. The only global one we would have is Hippodrome. I could eat up the unemployment by trying to get some global, so... How many more do I need? I need 8,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, this needs so much, and it's so ugly. 5, 6. 7, 8. The theatre district. See literally every single play all on the same day. I guess this isn't being used for extra population then. You don't think you've got labor access, but we'll see if it stays that way. And another pair of these. Very good. Okay, we have a bit too many. We can lose... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Give it a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do need one of those back. So we'll put 2 back so that we've got a bit spare. Then we have perfect coverage again, and these guys stop complaining about not enough entertainment because of global. Sell the unemployed to the barbarians and use the proceeds to build a second hippodrome. You're only allowed 1 hippodrome. Unless you're gonna use the, like, pause, double build exploity sort of stuff, you can only have 1 hippodrome. Now, what was that? You want my army again? No, you want weapons. Well, there's no way we're meeting that weapons request, I'm sorry. Well, maybe we could. Fine, I'll say stockpile. I'll try. You can also accept weapons for the moment because we need to stockpile them. What we could do is shove in another one of you. Okay, this is worrying. Here. I guess we're going to have to go without water. And you. And You, and you, and you, and you, and you. Change orientation. Change orientation. Okay, they got through the wall, but they didn't get through the units behind it. Perfect. Go home. Rebuild the wall. Actually, there. And I guess we're giving you a well rather than water because I can't afford that space for my units need to be able to line up here, not have the water source. We can try and make you a bit prettier. Good. The other thing we could do is go for global amphitheater. We've got the unemployment that we kind of need to put to work, so... I'd kind of prefer to do it on the other side then. Like... that. That eats up some of the unemployed and gets us up to 4,000. Okay. $7,000, that'll do us. Where is this next attack? Please don't say the same location. God damn it. Same location. Okay. Here. 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 And here. Nope. No. Ugh. Stupid Huns just running straight through the javelins. Because peace is currently the thing that's going to take the most to raise. Sucks. Furniture. Gladiator school. Rebuild the wall. But I don't like cheesily deleting things just before they're about to get attacked. I think that's a bit much myself. So, we live with the attack. And we just be slightly sad about it. Speed up, speed up. These get their people again, then we can cut this road off. Thank you. Caesar's grumpy about where are my weapons. We'll give them to you this time shortly. I need some make work. I guess we can go back to using these. Solved. Speed up, because all we've got to do is let prosperity and peace raise. There's your weapons. Stop nagging me about them. If anything, I have slightly too many people now. Yeah, but it's a livable amount. Speed back up. Okay. This side we're extra good at dealing with because we've got 2 legions instead of just the 1. Yeah, safe. Kind of need to move the barracks temporarily back there, but... I'll just delete those 2. They should not have lost access there. No, I'll just trust that we've got enough. Prosperity is still rising, right? Yes. Speed up. Caesar would like marble. That we can do. 20, you say? Only export over 20. Speed up. All we have to do is let time pass. Peace tick up. Prosperity tick up. Send him his marble. Lower back down this. That honking is enough to make me want to build these towers again. So... like that. I'll live with the extra tent for a little bit. You temporarily over here. Okay. Temporarily no explodey. No explodey. Good enough. Move you back over here. Speed back up. We're just waiting for peace and prosperity to... well, not prosperity anymore. Prosperity's met it. We're just waiting for peace to raise. Ooh. make that a bit more open. Face that way, here. Face that way, here. Face that way, here. Face that way, here. Just in case you're needed, and just in case you're needed. Okay, move up, kill them. Move up, kill them. Lovely. Speed back up, let peace raise. We finally get a Rome raises wages. We have had such absurdly good luck for that taking forever. It's been like half the map time until we had our first Rome raises wages. That's unheard of good luck for that. Get rid of a bit more of the make work. Woo. And you can sit there continuing to regenerate your strength. Go away. Oof. Rebuild the wall again. Seems to be the forever task. And you know what? I'm kind of sold on the idea of building a bit more wall there. Let those fill in. Where's my toothpicks? Says Caesar, and we say tough luck. You don't get to have your toothpicks. Rome finally pays more wages. Again. Pump it up to... Let's just go up to 45, and that can stay there. We actually could go up to 18 tax. As for Olive... I think technically I could squeeze some in there. Just turn off your export now. This is also an annoying amount. It's more than one whole warehouse, which sucks. I think we're just going to say no to give him that and give him some gifts instead. Speed up. $12,000 denarii, instantly, yes, done. Turn these off. Our population is fluctuating enough that I need it to stay above unemployment. One more year and the peace gets there. Buff up our... I don't even need to buff up our salary. November. December. New Year turns. Peace raises. Give ourselves a ludicrous salary. Say that we're storing weapons. Have 1 month of tax. And big bribe. Victory! Doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright. Lovely. Let's go look at it just before it was about to end. Work out what, if any, comments we should make to Palmar. So, probably to limit these last olives to 32. I mean, it is a locally produced good, but even then, more than one full warehouse is just annoying. And I would accept that the population could go up by another 400 at a stretch. Maybe 5. But not really much more than that. There's a little bit of space here, and there's a little bit of space here. Especially if the patricians, rather than being here, were on the hill, but I think that's a bit insanity. So about 400 more and tame down those last couple of requests to being only one warehouse. Otherwise, I think very well done. This earthquake I really liked. It did an excellent job of what it was intending to do, i.e. getting rid of your high-value trade. You can no longer export weapons unless you put a lot of effort into carting the weapons from over here to over here. And even then, you kind of need most of this for marble for keeping Caesar happy on continuing marbles. It's maybe a stupidly large number of patricians, but that's what he wants to go for, and I'm not going to argue with that. Alright. Cheers all. I hope you have enjoyed. I certainly have.